Good morning, Faith family. And now for a moment of faith with Pastor Charlie.
Hey y'all, Pastor Charlie here. You know, when I was 12 years old, I learned a lot about the Father's love. We had just moved back to Charlotte from Ohio, living in the Green Oaks Apartments in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I was making friends, and we had tennis courts right out behind our apartment and a pool. And interestingly enough, the people that played tennis weren't that good. They kept knocking them over the fence into the pool. And so my thought was, an enterprising young lad, I would go fish those tennis balls out of the pool, dry them out, and sell them back to the tennis players. Well, I fished a bunch of them out, and the best way to dry them, the quickest way, was to put them in the oven. Well, as I am wont to do, I put them in the oven and turned it on and then totally forgot that they were in there. I didn't remember again until I heard the wail of a fire engine siren coming to our building. And there was smoke pouring out of our apartment, people were leaving, and I, of course, tried to hide. Now, you can't hide because your parents know that you probably were the one that did that when they found the charred remains of the tennis balls in there. And they found me. And I was punished, but not as much as I thought I would be. In fact, my parents were remarkably calm. I guess they were so happy that nobody was killed or the building didn't burn down that they let me off a little easy. There were consequences, though. Now, did you know that our relationship with God the Father is much like that? That we can make all the mistakes in the world, we can burn up all the tennis balls that we want, but do you know what? God still loves us. Are we accountable for our mistakes? Yes. That's called sin and the penalty of sin. But is there anything that we can do to separate us from the Father's love? Is there anything that we can do to make God love us any less? No, not at all. Just as I realized that it didn't matter what I did, my parents were still going to love me. They might have been disappointed, but they loved me. And God's the same way. No matter what we do, no matter what you've said, what you've done, it's okay. God will forgive you. God loves you. He loves you so much that God was willing to come here and die for you so that we could reconcile and have a relationship again. Friends, that is love. And as we're approaching Valentine's Day, there are a lot of ways to show love, but I want to encourage you about the best way is to forgive someone who's done you wrong. Let them know that you love them. Until after Valentine's Day, I'll see you next week. God bless. Bye-bye.